Good morning, friends. Today we'll talk about how to choose a good research topic. Now, whether you are doing a PhD, you are writing a research paper, or you are doing a project work in your management program, having a good research topic is must. So, today we'll talk about how to choose a good research topic. It's not principle or a science, but some basic guidelines. If you follow it, you will end up having a good topic. So let's see it. Before we discuss about some guidelines about how to choose a topic, let's see first a story of one of the biggest company of 20th century, FedEx. We all know this is the biggest courier company in the world, talking about overnight delivery. But FedEx story is something which is very inspirational. Let's see the founder and CEO of FedEx, Fred Smith. He came out with the idea of this business when he was just a college student. Actually observing the courier company working style at that point of time, he came out with a more efficient transportation system for a courier company carrying small and essential items. He suggested that a plane, using a plane, would be a much better option for these companies also. But his paper in college didn't get much appreciation from his teacher and was graded C. But with surprise to all, that rejected research paper turned out to be one of the most successful business in 20th century. Just see the numbers. FedEx started with 14 planes and around 389 staff. Today, FedEx has more than 4,25,000 employees across the globe, more than 400 aircrafts, and its revenue already reached $70 billion in 2019 itself. The idea of sharing this story was to help you understand how important it is to have a good topic and then to stick with it. Let's understand how to start. Most of the time people ask this question, okay, from where to start to choose a topic. Clear? I will say before you start, most important is topic can be anything. If you observe around you, if you read, it can be anything. Important is the topic is something which interests you. If you are interested in something, then only you will get that motivation. At least the research might last for a few months. Even if it is a college research project, it lasts for a few months. And if it is a PhD thesis, if it is a government funded project, it might last for a few years. From where that motivation will come? And if the topic is not of your choice, it's not something which interests you. So never ever choose a topic which you don't have inner motivation for. And that's why I suggest when you're doing research under somebody's guidance, don't straight away go and ask, suggest me some topic. He or she might suggest a very good topic and you start doing work over on it also. But then, as it is not your topic, it might happen that you may not find interest in you. In between, this might happen. So better you choose your topic, and that is something which you are interested in you. That is first rule. Now, there are two ways to choose a topic. In some cases, you might have some interest in certain products. In that case, you have some idea, vague idea, I like this product or service and something of that sort. I can do some research in that. Okay. So one possible way is that you identify the product which you are interested in. You may make a list. Then you think, okay, what can be done with that particular product? What research can be done for that particular product? For example, just give you an example. You are fond of iPhone. You are using it for years and all that things. You always keep track on what is happening in that particular product category. Now, once iPhone is something you like, there can be multiple products. Fine. Then you can think, if I have to do research, iPhone is something which I like the most, then I should do something in that area only. Then what can be done? Make a list of topics which you can study relate with iPhone. You can do study on brand equity of iPhone. You can study customers' attitude towards iPhone. You can measure consumer satisfaction for iPhone. You can compare iPhone with Samsung. You can compare iPhone with OnePlus, customer attitude, opinion. So many things can be done. So one simple way is first make a list of product where you have some interest. It can be organization also, it can be service also. Then you see, okay, what is possible for it. Again, at every step, you can take help of others also. We'll see in few while. Other is, many times we have some interest in a particular type of theoretical topic or areas. So that also is a way to identify your research topic. For example, you are interested in customer satisfaction. A student of marketing, you might be very much interested in, or customer satisfaction is a topic of your choice, which you like the most. So that is also is a way. So topic is identified. Now you can see for which type of product or service customer satisfaction can be measured. It can be for SBI Bank, it can be for iPhone, Samsung, OnePlus, Amazon, Flipkart, and so many. So these are two ways in which you can have some broad idea about the topic. Either way, you must understand, you choose either a product or a topic which you are interested in. This is one way to go for topic. I hope you understand. Now choosing a topic, there are so many ways. There are so many sources here. One simple way is brainstorming. All know what is brainstorming. You can do with yourself. So many things comes to your mind. And very simple rule of brainstorming is anything can be an idea. Should not be rejected at once. Yeah. You can list out whatever comes to your mind. Any silly things can also be there. Okay. But then you list out and then you think what can be done. Brainstorming with your friends, with your classmates, with your colleagues. Brainstorming of idea with your instructor or guide. This will give you vague idea. It cannot be a very precise topic itself on the first attempt, but you will get some vague idea. You feel Kia Motors is launched in the market you are observing. It can be something in that area also. Second, reading, there is no alternative to reading. You already have studied so many subjects, or you might be studying certain subject. Read about it. If you just open Marketing Philip Kotler's book, and if you go through its index, everything can be a very good topic. Clear? Whether it is brand equity, whether it is service quality, whether it is customer satisfaction, attitude, anything. Yeah. So that will give you a direction, sense of direction. Third and most appropriate probably is latest happening. When I say research topic, one thing is that we must be interested. Second, something which others also have value, especially when you are doing something where you are getting grants or sponsor something. So do something which matters for society, do something which is current. And for example, you are observing that within 2 years of time, Kia Motors have got remarkable success in India. That you observe, you have observed. You also observe that Reliance is making rigorous effort to make entry into retail sectors. They have already acquired Big Bazaar. So this is all just observation. This is what is happening in the market. So you can start thinking in this area also. You can talk with your guide what can be done in this area. So this can be a very good research topic. Latest happening. People will be interested in listening to you because you are doing something which is current. Digital marketing, companies who are in digital marketing, Paytm, PhonePe. But this also is a 3-4 old story. Think about something latest, and that can be a very good. And for that, reading is important. If you are reading newspaper, magazine, journals, it will help you. And most important is that keeping your eyes open. What is happening all around you? Library, as I just said, there is no alternative to reading. It is said leaders are readers. Yeah. You can read subject related journals if you are in marketing or in management. Vikalp of IIM Ahmedabad, just one name I am suggesting. IIM Bangalore have their journals, or ICFI have their journals. There are so many good journals in subject areas. You can read it. This will give you some idea about topic also. This journal might be carrying so many things which is current happening in a particular field. Magazines will give you idea about latest happening and so many things, new things coming. Newspapers, obviously, lot of things you might come across through internet, Google also. I have put it intentionally at very late. Reason is that so many things is available, or almost everything is available on internet. Problem is with us. We don't know what is relevant, what is irrelevant, what is authentic, what is unauthentic. If you have that capability to judge the things, very good source of internet. But then nothing to be cut, copy and paste. First identify something and then you Google it for additional things. That is a better way. I have put guide or instructor at the end. Why? Many times what we do is that we go straight away to our guide and instructor, say suggest a topic. He may suggest, she may suggest, but then as I started with the point, is it of your interest area? No. Better is that you should go with your instructor with some idea. So this many topic I am interested in. This is what you suggest what can be done with. This is a right approach. Instructor guide is to guide you, suggest you obviously, but then don't straight away go and ask what should I do. It is your project. It is your brainchild. So guide is to guide you only. Yeah. So these are the ways by which you can have some good research topic. This will help you develop a rough idea about what possible research topic can be. But this is not end. This is not specific topic. It is not final topic. But this is something which is a broad idea. Background research will help you develop your topic more precisely and hone it in a more appropriate ways. So that is what I said. First, have some vague idea, then start researching, literature review and all that things. Background research. This will give you more and more clarity, and then you would be able to write a topic in a better way, in a precise way. But keep in mind one thing, research is a dynamic process. What does that mean? Don't be afraid to discover new things and modify or refine your topic after discovering new information or data. For example, as I just said, Reliance Jio is making it a rigorous effort to enter into retail industry. Now Big Bazaar and Reliance deal was almost done. So you are studying up something about it. But then Amazon has filed a petition in India also and Singapore court also. Then you might feel, okay, I was studying something about Big Bazaar and Reliance. Now what would happen to my topic? Nothing wrong. It's a new information. Modify your topic accordingly. So it's nothing wrong. Yeah. Keep yourself updated and modify or refine or redefine your topic accordingly whenever new information comes. Okay, that is quite possible and nothing wrong doing it. Need to understand, as I said earlier also, readers are leaders. If you want to lead, if you want to make a difference, read and read. There is no shortcut in life. There is no alternative of reading. More you read, more clarity you will come. Yeah, you can come with the topic on the first day, customer satisfaction towards SBI Bank, simplest possible topic. But then what if you don't know what is customer satisfaction and all that things? No. Even if the topic is finalized, keep on reading so that you will know what all things have already been done, what is not done, and what you can do. And that is what I say, reading with purpose. You read with a purpose. Ask yourself questions and try to find answer of that question. If not you yourself, take help of your guide, friends, but ask question. Why this way? Why not this way? Summarize important facts so that you can make something concrete out of it and frame a good topic. And finally, once you choose the topic, ensure that topic is manageable and the material is available. Manageable means whether you are doing as a part of your research project in college or in PhD or as a funded project from government and so on. Would you be able to manage? There is nothing wrong in doing a particular project in Surat city only, but make it clear it is limited to Surat city. But then you write the project is in Gujarat and then you find it difficult to manage because time also is there and all the things. So make sure that the topic which you've chosen, you would be able to manage with time, financial constraints, or any other constraints. Make a list of keywords so that you do not deviate. Be flexible to accept the new information and modifying or defining topics in a better way. Research and read more about your topic. And lastly, define your topic in a more specific way. I hope this information would help you. Happy researching.